Picture this, you're in a meeting, tension is rising, your heart is racing, and you're ready to defend yourself. You want to jump in, defend yourself, and prove you're right. But here's the catch. If you're scrambling to react, you've already lost control. Lao Tzu said, "He who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know." We've been conditioned to think that strength at work means the fastest response, the loudest opinion, and the ability to win the debate. But real influence, it's not about volume, it's about timing. It's about knowing when not to speak. Socrates understood this. He asked more questions than he gave answers. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is overwhelmed on the battlefield, desperate to react. Krishna does not tell him to argue harder. He teaches Arjuna to steady his mind, rise above impulse, and act with clarity instead of panic. Think about it. In today's workplace, there's meetings where everyone's trying to prove that they belong by saying something. We grew up in a social media era where silence equals invisibility. So we carry that into our work, thinking that in order to be visible, we have to constantly contribute. But here's the truth. People who actually shift the room are not the ones constantly talking. They are the ones who listen, who wait, and when they actually speak, they cut through the noise. Meetings always have that one person who always comments, trying to dominate. And then there's the quiet one, the one who barely speaks. But when they do, everyone stops to listen. Silence builds anticipation. It gives weight to your words. Now imagine a colleague who makes a disrespectful comment in a meeting. Your natural instinct would be to defend yourself. But silence is the power move. You pause. You let the room sit with their words. That pause shows that you're not rattled by the comment, and it forces everyone else to notice the awkwardness. People will say disrespectful things to us in order to get a reaction out of us. When you pause and let the silence feel awkward, you let their words be heard, you give them an opportunity to take accountability for what they've just said, and you're making a statement that you don't respond to disrespect, that this way of communicating is not for you. And when you do choose to respond, after letting silence do the work, your response would be calm, measured, and intentional, which would carry far more weight than anything said in the heat of the moment. In negotiations, silence is leverage. Let the other side fill the space. Ancient samurai called this ma, the power of pause. In business, that pause can win you better terms without saying a word. In performance reviews, instead of rushing to justify yourself, let your manager speak. Listen to every word they say. Let the silence hang. Often, they will reveal more than they intended to. When this happens, you would walk away with more insights you would have never received had you been talking the whole time. When a passive-aggressive email lands in your inbox, don't react immediately. Pause. Cool down. Decide if it even deserves a response. Most of the time, the pause reveals the truth. Their tone in their email will say more about their stress than about you. And when you do reply, in a calm and professional manner, you show authority. You control the tempo. So how do we use silence as a strategy? Pause before you jump in to say something. Ask yourself, am I adding value or am I just reacting? Skip the ego battles. Don't waste your energy trying to prove you're right in dead-end debates. Make your words land like headlines. Sharp, clear, and memorable. Use silence in negotiations. State your point, then pause. Listen more in performance reviews. Silence often gives you more insights than questions. Control the tempo in group settings. Silence often resets the room and creates space for better ideas. In a workplace that's louder than ever, silence is rebellion. It says, I don't need validation. I don't need to prove myself. I choose when to engage. That's the kind of presence that makes people stop, pay attention, and remember you. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below and share a time where silence worked in your favor at work. I'm Olisha Naicker, and I'm on a mission to help you conquer your workday. Stay tuned for the next video.